I was on the wharf and I was on my own, and I looked up and I saw Faye and her friend Doris standing at the railing.
He started to pursue me.
Everything about Faye attracted me at the time.
This is the best part.
It's a lovely moonlit night, and we went down to the back of the ship and you could see the wake of the ship disappearing, and it was a natural inclination to want to kiss.
So I said, come on, I'll race you around the deck.
Pitter-patter, pitter-patter, pitter-patter.
There was Bob with a young woman in his arms.
And I reeled back and I said this stupid thing. I said, where have you been? I've been looking for you everywhere.
He's kissing somebody, he's looking for me. Ho, ho, ho. But it was always Bob. It was always you from the start. He took me to the most exciting and wonderful places in Sydney.
Faye was an innocent. She didn't know anything of those things, and I wooed her a bit by taking her to the nicest restaurants I could find.
I don't know how he afforded it.
So I did have this intensity of passion for Faye, and I wanted to embrace her and kiss her and have everything I could with her, holding hands and being romantic as far as we could.
I could shut my eyes and bring back that moment.
And I took Faye's hand and led her into this little alcove and then embraced her and kissed her.
The whole world spun around, and it was the most memorable kiss. I've never had a kiss like it. So there we are.
It was just a romantic time. In fact, I think the 4.5 years of courtship were the best years of our lives, really.
And the 17th of September, he told me he loved me, and he told me he wanted to marry me, and then I knew, well, that was it. I'm going to marry this bloke.
I just wanted to be with Faye, that was it, and that was the only way I could be with Faye, was to be married to her.
If you give your love, and that means sexual love and all the things that go with being a married woman, there isn't, I can swear on the Bible, there isn't anything that I wouldn't do for Bob and give him, or that I had.
We were very well informed. We'd read the marriage manual, you'll see.
He bought the right book for the right occasion and applied the rules.
She had no idea of marital sex or anything like that. Her mother never told her.
That's how naive I was.
I remember one time talking to her about it and she cried.
It didn't seem right to me. It didn't seem loving, it didn't seem wholesome, it didn't seem good. And so I was not very pleased, but he took me in his arms and he just patted me. So we decided that we never would fight.
We had fights.
Bob used to say, "Oh, never fought. Did you hear about the time?"
I, in all my innocence and perfectly well behaved, came home.
I had just cleaned the house.
Had a new briefcase. It was only brand new and I just put it in the lounge room.
I said to him, "Excuse me, darling, would you mind putting your briefcase back down in the bedroom?"
I'll do it later.
So I picked up the briefcase and opened the sliding doors.
I didn't know what it was, but I heard something.
And looked over the edge, which is about a 60-foot drop, and flung the briefcase down.
I got up and I stormed out. I was angry.
God, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
Got in the car and zoomed off down the street.
And I ran down the 3 floors and I picked up the briefcase and I ran up the 3 floors.
And I thought, what am I doing? Where am I going?
Back he came and I said, "Bob, I really am very sorry to have thrown your new briefcase over the edge."
Faye said, why don't I retire at 60? And by that time I started to think, well, that's not a bad idea.
That's been the best time. We went lots of places.
We still remained always very affectionate towards one another.
Our love has never faded and our love has been better.
From about 74, her health started to go against her.
Bob was in bed, beside me, cuddled up to me probably, And I thought, oh, I should go to the toilet. So I got up and I don't feel.
I heard something calling me.
I started to beat on the floor until I woke Bob up.
I realised almost immediately it was a stroke because a left arm had gone and a leg had gone.
I've said many times to myself, oh, God, I hope I don't have a stroke, and here I had one. So you've got to make the best of what you've got.
So I think we have both agreed that it would be a blessing if she just died. And in fact, she should have died when she had a stroke, because there's been nothing but trouble for her since then.
And yet in my life things have been going wrong, and I've prayed and prayed and my prayers have been answered, so I don't know. The only thing I ask, if Bob goes before me, I'm prepared to wait 2 months, and that's it. 2 months, that'll give the kids and all the rest of my family time to sort of adjust to Bob going, and then I'll go too. And that would be the best thing that could happen to me. I don't want to live without Bob. You look sad. Don't be sad. It's the best thing. I love him dearly and he loves me dearly. You will hear this all over again when he comes in. So if I go quickly after Bob, be glad for me.